Chuck Nikotinic, Hector Ledesma, Darren Hayes. This is Maximum Sports.
Is there a big difference between 1-1 and 0-2?
Yeah, this time last year we were 0-2, and you know we knew we were going to have to scratch and claw to win this one, and we were very resilient and made plays when it was time, and we're 1-1, so it feels good to get a victory.
The Cowboys avoided the daunted 0-2 start. Can they now avoid a step backward and in the process hand the Redskins their first loss of the year? But first, high school to the max coming at the top of the hour. Another set of great matchups, including our viewers' choice game between Edison and Memorial. Big contest between Bernie Champion and McCullum as well, where the Cowboys have an opportunity to show that, yes, they are as good as their 4-0 record indicates. And our game of the week takes us to Spring Branch for a battle of undefeateds between third-ranked Smithson Valley and sixth-ranked New Braunfels Canyon. A big factor in that one's going to be Smithson Valley running back Lawrence Madison. He's one of the Rangers' best players, but that only speaks to part of his story. Lawrence will be the first to tell you he had a troubled childhood, hopping around from place to place. His struggles so bad that he turned to alcohol by the time he was in the 8th grade.
So my mom says, you know, you can't be doing that. You in 8th grade, you're not supposed to be getting into fights. You're not supposed to even be at a club. I don't want you at a club. Who said you can go to the club? And I was like, you know, it don't matter. It don't matter. I want to fight. And she said, you know what? You done got kicked out of too many schools. You know, like, you need to go live with your uncle.
Lawrence's story, as well as scores and highlights from all around the area, coming up in just about 10 minutes. For the NBA, what was reported yesterday becomes official today. The league postpones the start of training camp indefinitely and cancels all preseason games through October 15th. Camps were set to open a week from Monday, October 3rd, with the exhibition season set to start on the 9th. Today's announcement affects 3 Spurs games, including 2 that were to be played here. October 9th against New Orleans and the 15th against the Kings. The Spurs were scheduled to play at Sacramento in between those. With the regular season scheduled to start in early November, it appears the lockout would have to end by mid-October in order to avoid cancellation of regular season games. Dez Bryant dressed for practice today. He just didn't practice. Bryant's dealing with bruised quads. It's the first time he suited up since the season opening loss to the Jets. While the Cowboys are optimistic, he is day-to-day. News not so good for fellow receiver Miles Austin, who is not expected to play. As for the most famous fractured rib and punctured lung in recent memory, the CT scan done on Tony Romo showed that the puncture in his lung is healed. It appears to be a matter of how much Romo can play with, how much pain he can play with come Monday against Washington.
If there's an opportunity or a chance that, you know, you could really do something that could be really damaging, obviously I think that we wouldn't put someone in that position. And talking with them, that's the way we feel. So if I go out there, you know, you feel pretty confident that, you know, you're clear in that regard. Now, obviously, when you have an injury, there's you know, stuff can happen. That's part of playing. But it's like anything, you know.